Sigona Golf Club, and she will be bringing us up to date on what to expect from there. Also, we'll be taking a look at the World Aquatic Day, what to expect and what does the Swimming Federation have in store in making sure that swimming is one of the most enjoyed sports in the country. My name is Robinson Okenye, and today we'll be also taking a look at the Wasco Games. And in studio, I am with officials from the 10th edition of the Games. This year they will be going down in Embu County. Of course, they will be telling us later on in the show on what to expect in this year's edition of the Wasco Games. Of course, I am with Engineer Hamilton Karugendo. Good afternoon, Engineer.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm doing very fine.
Good to have you in studio.
Pleasure
The last time we met, I was in Embu covering something else, and we met by accident. But right now, I'm glad to have you in studio, and we'll be talking about the Wasco Games. Also, we do have Daniel Nganga. Good afternoon, Daniel.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
I'm very well.
Excited for the 10th edition of the Water Games?
Very excited. Indeed.
You're excited?
Indeed.
And also, we do have Dixon Njiru. Good afternoon, Dixon.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Glad to have you here. You're the chairman of the LOC.
Thanks very much.
What should you expect?
Everybody should be expectant on this, because you'll be having good games.
Yes.
And we are all well prepared for these games in Embu.
Yes.
So expect very wonderful, very successful games this year.
Yes, and also we do have Peter Kamau. Good afternoon, Peter.
Afternoon to you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Excited for the 10th edition of the Water Games?
Very. I'm the chairman of the Wasco Games.
Yes.
So I'll be very excited.
Very excited.
Yes.
Of course, we'll be getting into that. That is the 10th edition of the Water Games, the Wasco Games, that will be going down in Embu County. And we want to begin this afternoon's edition of Scoreline with some football action. And last season's runners-up in the Kenya Premier League, that is Bhandari, will be taking on Al Ahly Shandi from Sudan in the CAF Confederation Cup this afternoon at the Kasarani Stadium. Moses Wahisi paid them a visit in training and filed the following.
Now, Robinson Okenye, a very, very enticing battle looms when Bhandari host Al Ahly Shandi in the preliminary round of the CAF Confederation Cup. An important tie for them. And listening to what the tactician, that is Bernard Malala, had to say, it is a tie that they will be taking with a lot of seriousness, simply because the side want to qualify and play in the group stages of this Confederation of African Football this time out. Will it be an easy one for the Bhandari, the Dockers? No, he knows it will not be an easy one. But it is their task that Bhandari, they believe they have what it takes to be able to win it. Coach, preparation for a very important task ahead this very Saturday, probably. How's the preparation been so far?
The preparation is going on well. Basically, we're in the final touches of the preparations, and I think it is really, really motivating to see that the boys are ready. There's no any injury, and I think we are determined to do well on Saturday. It's our home match. Now we have to use our home advantage because we don't know what we're going to get in Sudan, so we have to give everything and win convincingly.
What do you know about the Sudanese side that you're going to be facing?
We know a lot about them. We know Sudanese, they like playing short passing, and we are going to be using a counter attacks, and we think we will manage to get a win here.
Feli, maandalizi ndio hii kidogo kujiandaa game ya weekendi, pengine kikosi iko vipi hivi sasa?
Kikosi kuanzia tulianza hadi sasa hivi kila mtu ako sawa. Maandalizi yanaenda poa, hakuna injury yote, na tunangoja tu Saturday siku yenyewe.
Kikosi chetu iko sawa kabisa. Tuna matumaini Jumamosi tutapata result nzuri. Mwanzo tutapata mafanzo wetu, tupe moral Jumamosi, wakuje wote atupe moral, tunaweza kupata result nzuri, na signing tulozipiga zitatusaidia hapo mbele. Tumepata nguvu kidogo kule kupata na majaribio na timu zingine za kule kama Cape Town, tumetoka nao 2-2 na timu nyingine tukawafunga 1-2, ndo tumepata nguvu kidogo. Hata tukija huku international games ndo CAF tupate moral, tujione tuko vipi Jumamosi.
Now you think about the home advantage. Will Bhandari have that home advantage? They're saying they will be playing home away from home. Remember, the backyard is Mbaraki in Mombasa, but they don't have the luxury to use that facility at this particular time, and that is why they will be playing the match in Kasarani. that maybe is not what the tactician and also the players wanted, but that doesn't mean that they will not try to play beautiful football. We've always talked about facilities in the country, and maybe because we don't have adequate facilities in Mombasa, to be specific, you're playing your home game in Kasarani. Are you a happy tactician because that is happening? Not the best for the non-traveling fans who are saying they always want to enjoy their home matches.
Yeah, I think as a coach, any coach in this world who want to play in your hometown, you know. But now this is something I cannot go into it because I don't know why we don't have a facility in Mombasa. But I think it's a wake-up call for Mombasa region that we should get at least a facility where we can host international matches.
Affect chochote, lakini tungependa hii game tucheza kama kwetu Mombasa kwenye tumetoka kaunti yetu. Ingekuwa mafans wetu wenye wana uwezo wa kukuja hapa Nairobi wangefurahi. Hakuna timu ya ugeni ya kutoka yani wageni kutoka outside Kenya wakija Mombasa, ingekuwa muhimu sana, lakini bado Nairobi ni Mombasa, bado ni Kenya. So najua mafans wetu wenye watakuwa na uwezo watakuja, na pia wenye tuko nao wa Nairobi ama wa timu zingine wakuja, kwa sababu sasa hatuwakilishi Bandari ama Mombasa, tunawakilishi nation ni Kenya. So kuja watu support, watatupata morali. Ni mchezaji wa 12, lakini hakuna, kwa sababu tunacheza Nairobi ati it affect kitu chochote.
Some new recruits also getting the nod, part of the traveling side. How well do you think they will have been able to gel with the team so far? And moving forward, what should we expect from the new recruits that we have in your side?
We done well with the new recruits, Kasuti, Chetambe and Alex from Stima. For Chetambe, he has already gelled in because we were with him in Sekafa. He played 3 matches there. For Kasuti and Alex, I have to get some 2 competitive matches to know if they have already gelled in. But in training, they have already gelled in. And I think they will bring something to the team.
Ni wachezaji wazuri, kwa sababu tume maintain like 99% kwa wachezaji walikuwa last 2 season, na watatu wamekuja, mwalimu ndio ameona wana uwezo, na tumetrain nao, wengine tumecheza nao Sekafa. So ni wachezaji wako na uwezo wa kuchangia 1+. So tushaingiana, itakuwa poa, watakilisha poa.
Now remember, for Bhandari, after finishing second and winning the Shield Cup last campaign, they had the luxury to go to South Africa and do their training at the same time. They're saying that they've been able to make this team become a unit that they want it to be. They've done the recruitment, and maybe the new boys who will be given the nod to start in this game will give the tactician a reason to be able to utilize them in the coming Kenyan Premier League campaign. But for now, it is all about the Al Ahly Shandi, and they ought to get that impressive, if it will be, victory when they play in that tie. Okay, back to you.
Well, thanks a lot, Moses Wahisi right there, who visited Bhandari in training. Remember, they're playing at 3 p.m. Kenyan time at the Kasarani Stadium, taking on Sudan's Al Ahly Shandi in the first leg of the CAF Confederation Cup. We'll be crossing over 3 p.m. to Jeff Mogire, who will be at the Kasarani Stadium, and he will be bringing us updates on the match. Right now, let's cross over to the Sigona Golf Club, where Rotuno Kwenyike is on standby, and it is all about the Standard County Golf Classic Edition. Good afternoon, Rotuno. What updates can you give us on the Standard County Golf Tournament that is taking place right there at Sigona Golf Club?
Robinson, right here at the Sigona Golf Club, there's a lot of action that is going on. Sigona Golf Club is one of the oldest and most scenic. As you can see behind me, we have the fairway, we have the trees all lined up quite well, if you ask me. Now, we've just witnessed the CEO Standard Group, Mr. Orlando Lyomu, tee off at around 1 p.m., marking one of the highlights of the day. But right now I am joined by Mr. Ngaruya, a golf consultant, and he's going to bring us up to speed with what has happened in the course of the day. I understand that about 200 golfers have come out to play right here today. Mr. Ngaruya, how are you? How are you feeling? How is the day?
I'm happy to be associated with the Standard County Golf Classic today, and in particular to be part and parcel of hosting this important tournament in the calendar of the Standard Group.
Now, just tell us, what are some of the highlights that you've witnessed today? I understand the tournament began quite early in the morning.
It is the composition of the executives who have played both in the industry and service sector, in government and private sectors.
Now, a lot of golfers have turned up. Are there any prominent names that are featuring in the tournament today?
Yes, we have directors from Hako Industries, we have directors from the Standard, very many directors from even banking industry, insurance industry. It is difficult to name specifically, but there are many.
On that note, what is there for the astounding, rather astonishing, those who are going to bring up a good performance today?
It is a goodwill that the Standard has been given by the membership of Sigona Golf Club. It is a worthwhile tournament because they have turned out in big numbers.
Let's talk a bit about the Standard County Golf Classic. Just a few months ago, it was in Eldoret, and now we are at Sigona. How are we progressing?
We are doing well. We have moved up to the other counties. We've been to Machakos, we have come to Kiambu, we've been to Trans Nzoia, we are going to the coast, and we go to the other counties that are having golf courses in the country.
What have you observed in all these rounds? I mean, are there any improvements, developments as we go?
Yes, there are. When you go to a new club and you find you have people from the county government, the central government, the business community, the service sector coming into play together, they say something that we are all developing together, we are growing together, and we are putting sports as one of the key communication elements in development.
Having talked about that, can you say that this tournament here today has impacted the neighboring towns, the community around here?
Yes, it has. From the sponsorship level, from the players level, and the caddies who are cadding for the golfers, who come from around Kikuyu area, who come from Zabezi area, from Gitaru area. They are part and parcel of this community, and it is developing.
Who is leading the leaderboard as we speak today?
It's difficult to say that because we look at the scores when the players are finishing. We start looking at the scores at around 4 o'clock when almost everybody has turned off their cards. So we'll be able to show that in the evening.
Maybe what has stood out for you as an observer here for the players who have shown up today?
I'm encouraged by the timeliness of the Sigona golfers and the guests of the Standard Group because all of them adhere to the draw. We did not have late entries. We did not have people who were called from the clubhouse to come and play. All of them were on time, at least 5 minutes before tee-off from the starters point.
Now, we've talked much about the Standard County Golf Classic, but now let's just talk about the wider aspect of things. What can you say about golf in the country right now?
It is moving in the right direction in view of the fact that most of the clubs and companies have come up with CSR functions. In the course, we're having both old, young executives, upcoming professionals, caddy ranks moving into the membership ranks, and onwards into pros in golf.
We're talking about the pros here and there, but an observation, according to you, we talk about the amateurs in the sport. How many amateurs do we have today?
All the players are amateurs in today's course. We did not have the professional ranks playing. But with all those amateurs playing, there are juniors who have already played. There are ladies who have played. There are young, upcoming people who will grow to maintain golf standards and sports in Kenya.
Finally, Mr. Ngaruya, what should our audiences expect back at home by the end of the day?
We expect to crown the winner of the Standard County Golf Classic in the evening by about 7 o'clock. We would like to see who have called the shots, who have won the course, and who have beat the rest.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ngaruya, for that detailed information right there.
Asante.
Robinson, you've had it from the horse's mouth himself. There's a lot that has happened today from the morning, and it is going to go on all through to the evening. A number of professionals, rather golfers, have turned up here today. The weather is quite beautiful, and Sigona itself is growing like fine wine. But we will just keep you posted with what we expect from these specific golfers by the end of the day in our consecutive bulletins. Back to the studio.
Well, thanks a lot, Rotuno Koinyiki at the Sigona Golf Club in Nairobi. She will be bringing us updates on who emerges the winner of that edition of the Standard County Golf Classic that is taking place at the Sigona Golf Club. Of course, let's move away from golf. Let's get into some football action. And Kenya Premier League champions Gor Mahia unveiled 70 new players ahead of the new KPL season, and also a new coach. Stephen Pollack was unveiled in a ceremony that was conducted in Nairobi, and the Englishman says he expects to continue with Gor Mahia's tradition of winning trophies.
I came in yesterday afternoon about 2 o'clock. I went to the training ground to take a look, and then I met up with the chairman just to conclude a few things of our agreement, which was all settled yesterday. I have to say it's been, what I've seen, because I've been quite tired when I flew in yesterday. It seems a nice town, but there's a lot to be seen. But like I said earlier, I'm not here to be on holiday. I'm here to work and 120-30% to make this club. It's a big club anyway, and hopefully we can do it even bigger, getting well into CAF the competition, especially getting to the group stages. So all in all, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm on fire. Yes, it is a club that I was interested before, and yes, it's a club that I know. And if there's a club interested in me, I usually do a little bit of research if I go there. So yes, of course I know how many leagues you won and how many cups you won, and how big the club is. So all I can say, because they've done really well last season, and most of the years they did quite well. So there's maybe just a few things that I will change. I'm not going to change too much, but hopefully the changes will be good to help the team to move forward even better, because I have my own philosophy, and hopefully the players, they buy into it, and everything will go well. So there's one thing I can promise to everybody out there, is that my players have to be working hard. The work have to be good, they have to work hard, a good attitude, a good commitment, and the most importantly, enjoy the game, So, and especially supporters. The supporters really want to see a good team, and hopefully we can show them how good we are, because without the supporters, you don't have a club really. And we need the supporters behind us as much as we can. And to do that, we have to go out there and show our commitment and desire.
New Gor Mahia coach, that is Stephen Pollack, saying that he expects lots from the Kenya Premier League champions. Let's move to some rugby, and the Lionesses had a stylish start to the Women's World Cup rugby qualifiers, beating Madagascar 35-5 to ace their first test in South Africa on Thursday. Madagascar took the lead half